So since you clicked on this video, you already know that I will be showing you how I got this witchy look that also doubles as a super cute Halloween makeup look. So first, from the Melt Cosmetics Gemini palette, I'll be taking the shade Luna on my Sigma tapered blending brush, and I'm just gonna map out where I kind of want my color to be. This is about 2 or 3 shades darker than my actual skin tone. My skin tone. And yeah, it just helps me know where I want to put the color. Then next I am taking the Strobe Cosmetics Divinity Palette, and I'm taking Milda, which is that beautiful green right there, on my Smith 232 brush. And I am basically deepening in that crease that I mapped out, of course. And I'm just running that back and forth around the orbit of my eye. Then I'll be taking Mochi from the Melt Cosmetics Gemini palette, and I am applying that to the brow inner corner area of my eye. And kind of getting messy with it. And I'm dragging that color also down the bridge of my nose for a spooky contour. Oh, and I'm also using the same Smith 232 brush. And then I'm also placing that color on my lower lash line area. Then with a pencil brush, I'm taking Fire OG from the Gemini palette and darkening up that lower lash line area. Then with my Smith 230 brush, I'm smoking out my lash line just to get rid of those harsh lines because I love blending out. And also I really wanted to smoke out that mochi pukey green color. I know that doesn't sound nice, but I just love it. I'm just smoking it down. And I guess here I'm using Leo from the Melt Cosmetics Gemini palette with the same brush and deepening up my outer crease area. Then I am taking Katesh, I think that's how you say it. And this is from the Strobe Cosmetics Divinity palette as well. And I'm just using my finger to pack that on my lid. And you can also use a damp, flat eyeshadow brush, but I prefer I prefer to use my finger. Then I am taking, what brush is this? Oh, it's my Smith 212 brush, I believe. And I'm also taking Bonnie, which is the black from the Melt Gemini palette. And I'm creating an outer V on the outer corner area of my eye. Because I felt like on the outer corner I needed to deepen up that area. It needed a little oomph. So I created that little V by pressing, kind of stamping the eyeshadow on and then blending it inward towards that purple color, lightly with the tip of the brush. Or the edges of the brush, since it is kind of like a square brush. And then with a little bit of Leo on a Smith 247 brush, I'm blending out the edges of that line that I created. Because I didn't want too much of a harsh line. I just wanted a little oomph. And then I'm going back in with Mochi from the Gemini palette and just deepening up that color around that brow, front brow area. I just really want it more furrowed. Then I'll be taking Lit Cosmetics glitter in Spark in size 4, mixed in with their clearly liquid glitter blaze base. And with a small concealer brush, I'm just applying that to the upper area of my lid, avoiding the lash line area. And really the reason why I did this is because my mixture was a little too thick and it wasn't spreading as I wanted it to. So it just stuck to that part of my lid. And then I also used Spark Glitter in size 3 to blend out the edges and fill in those gaps where the glitter wasn't covering. I didn't want to completely cover the lid. That's why I did that. Then next I'm taking Green Machine, also from Lit, and applying that to the inner corners and the lower lash line area of my eye. And then I put a little bit of Spark as well because it was starting to look a little bit Joker-ish or something like that. I wanted it to look like a witch look, not a character-inspired look. Then I'm just applying some mascara and bumping my face as usual. Then with my Smashbox mascara brush, which has saved my life, I'm applying that to the lower lashes of my eye. And what I do is I take a little bit of translucent powder on a spoolie brush and I scrape off the mascara lightly off my face. And of course it's going to scrape off some of my concealer, so I put more concealer just to replace or replenish the concealer that I scraped off. And then if it touched my, and I apply translucent powder. Then if it touched my eyeshadow, I use the remainder eyeshadow from the brush and kind of smoke that into that area. And so for lashes, I am using Lioness lashes from Rouge and Rogue, which I have been loving this month for Halloween. They're so extra, and I love that it just brings me back to life. Bring me back to life. So for these lashes, which are the Fright Night Spooky lashes, they're wicked lashes. I cut up the little spiky parts of the lash, and I'm gluing those to the bottom lash line area. Lashes? What? So yeah, I'm just gluing that on to the lower lash line area so I can have more of a spooky, bright, spiky look. It's my vision, okay? And then for my brows, I'm using Smashbox Liquid Lipstick in Carat Stick, which actually matched my hair quite nicely, even though it's a little faded. And to apply that, I'm just using an angled brush. And this liquid lipstick actually covered my brows pretty well. And then at the front part of my brows, I like to flick the brush up towards the sky or my forehead, and to make that little effect of it being extra bushy and messy, even though I want a snatched brow, but a little messy up front. You know what I'm saying? Then next I'll be taking the shade Aphrodite from the Strobe Cosmetics Divinity Palette, and I am using that as a bit of blush around my cheeks, my nose area, the tip of my nose, you name it. I want that rosy Mrs. Claus look, always. And I don't know what this brush is called. It's from Crown. It didn't really have a name on it. It just said Crown. So hopefully I can find that brush for you guys. Then next I'll be taking the Urban Decay Cherry Highlight and Blush Palette. With my Smith 118 brush, I'm just applying more blush because I love blush. For a highlight, I'm taking the Makeup Forever Starlit Powder in Iridescent Pearl. And I'm just applying that to the highlight areas, on my nose, on my cheekbones, anywhere I would love to highlight. Next, I'm taking Sugar Pill's Anti-Socialite Liquid Lipstick and creating freckles. So I'll take an eyeliner brush, poke on some dots, and then with my finger I just blend that in and tap that onto my skin. So it's kind of like a stamp. I'll touch the wet liquid lipstick from the dots I created on my skin and then tap in other places to create that kissed look. And for my lips, I'm using Sugar Pill's Liquid Lipstick in Trick, which is a beautiful liquid lipstick. It's not quite a deep black, but it is black. And it has tons of green and orange glitters. And the more you tap it, the more glittery it gets. So I like to take a brush and tap that onto the lips once they're dry to get them more glittery. And you can use your finger as well, but I just wanted to be more precise. Then I'll be taking this Be Wild Temporary Hair Color Spray and just spraying that on my roots because they're pretty bad. And my hair is a lot faded from when you last saw me. Did I do a tutorial with orange hair yet? I don't remember. And it got a little clumpy. Not what I wanted, so I took a brush and blended that into my hair. And it worked out fine. Then for nails, I'm using these black velvet press-on nails from Fright Night Cosmetics. And that is it for this tutorial. I hope you guys like this witch makeup / spooky cute look. I love you guys so much, and I hope you all have a happy Halloween. Bye!